Well, that was impressive. Match that. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but... Mbappe!
He's missed it.
Such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Saliba, Doué. Olise, Koundé, and here's Dembele. Olise, and here's Doué. Doué! Cleared away. Rabiot, Tchouaméni. Doué, it's Dembele! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. France, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
France make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Digne. And it's played forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's really well manoeuvred. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. Koundé. And it's Dembele. Olise.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And the finish! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
France, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Proves too strong. Upamecano. Digne. A disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time. Saliba. It's been slipped. Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Upamecano. Koundé looks to the other side. Digne. Doué. Olise. This looks... Mbappe! Gomez gets it away. And it's Rabiot. Digne. Digne proves just a little bit too... Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Defending of the desperate variety. Great challenge, time to perfection. Tchouaméni with a definite foul there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's hoisted clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe. Nice defending, physical and effective. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Almiron, comes under pressure and it's come loose. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Upamecano. Rabiot shifted upfield. Olise, that's a clever-looking ball. Olise. Saliba. Rabiot. Koundé chasing after it. Driven forward. That has been cut short. Elise. And it's Dembele. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Moved on forwards, calmly anticipates. Koundé. Dembele. Get a throw in. Rabiot. Oh, that is a good ball. It's Dembele! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Aim forwards. Saliba cuts it out. Digne. Digne forwards and with intent. And it's played forward. Time and again they are repelled. Rabiot. Doué. Elise. And it's Koundé. Oh, it's Dembele. That's really well manoeuvred. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is fouled. That's Dembele. Dembele! More pressure on the opposition goal.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's been taken short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Only partially clear. It's a good foot in there. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, it's Almiron. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Rabiot played with finesse. And we hit half-time. It's the first half compared with your expectation.
Paraguay really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Lofted upfield. Aim forwards. Clears it away. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, there's a probing ball. Digne. Almiron has given away a free kick. Gomez. That's been drilled forward. Alderete is onto it in a flash. Little Meccano wins the duel this time. Moved on forwards. Elise. Rabiot. Koundé. Chouameni. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Really well manoeuvred. Digne. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Elise. And here's Dembele. Here's Doué, Dembele. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Fancy looking ball that.
France are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
France, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. A lovely, neat pass. Elise. Rabiot. Little Meccano. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Almiron.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Digne played over towards the opposite flank. Chouameni shifted upfield. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koundé, and it's played forward. Oh, it's Dembele, and here's Mbappe. That's a nicely shaped ball. Mbappe! And it's there!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That could spell trouble. Almiron. Might be danger here. And another try! It's really well cleared. Foot in. Digne. Rabiot. Dembele. Koundé. Chouameni. Saliba. Rabiot. Doué. And it's Digne. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. all over again with the goalkeeper. Upamecano. Mignon sends that a long way. And they've got a throw. Well, played right into his path. Doué's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Thinks one through. Nicely worked. And that was very necessary. And there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Hernandez. Upamecano. Koundé. Upamecano. Chouameni. Played back to the goalkeeper. Upamecano. Koundé. Akliouche.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this?
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Hernandez. Doué. Cherki. Mbappe. Danger averted for now. Paraguay making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. He was looking very, very leggy.
In it comes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a look and place it forward. Hernandez. Almiron, and they can counter here. Oh, that's neat. And it's claimed by the keeper. Looking ball that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can